Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to tell you 3 real stories that happened during school lockdowns. Stories that were never supposed to happen. Stories that still haunt the people who lived through them. These aren't drills. These are moments where normal classrooms became cages, and fear became the only sound. It was a gray Tuesday morning at Brookside High School in Ohio. The bell had just rung for second period, and students were dragging themselves to class. Phones buzzing, backpacks hitting desks, laughter echoing through the hallways. Everything was normal, until the intercom crackled to life. "Attention staff and students," a shaky voice said. "This is a lockdown. I repeat, lockdown. This is not a drill." The words cut through the noise like a knife. For a second, no one moved. Teachers froze mid-sentence. Students looked at each other confused. Then panic spread. In classroom 204, Mrs. Turner, a kind but strict history teacher, locked the door immediately. She turned off the lights, motioned everyone to get down, and whispered, "Stay quiet." The room went pitch dark except for the faint light seeping through the blinds. The hallway outside was silent at first. Then came the sound, slow, heavy footsteps. Someone was walking through the hall. The sound wasn't like a teacher or a student. It was deliberate, like someone dragging their feet slightly with each step. No one dared to breathe. The footsteps stopped outside their door. A shadow moved across the tiny strip of light at the bottom. Then the doorknob turned. Once, twice. Someone tried to open it. Mrs. Turner held her breath, clutching her phone, ready to call 911, but no signal. A whisper came from the back of the room. "Who is that?" But before anyone could respond, there was a light knock on the door. Then silence again. The sound of breathing, faint, but there. The shadow lingered, then slowly moved away. For 30 minutes, they stayed hidden, listening. When the police finally arrived and escorted everyone out, they learned that a man had broken into the building through the back gym entrance. He was carrying a knife and muttering names of people no one recognized. He told officers he was looking for his sister. But no one in the school had that name. No one ever figured out who he really was. And the strange part, the back door had been locked from the inside. Students never forgot that sound, that slow, dragging walk in the hallway that felt like it would never end. The second story happened in 2015 at Pine Ridge High in Montana. It was late afternoon, and snow was falling outside like white ash. Most of the school was empty, except for the basketball team practicing in the gym. The squeak of sneakers, the echo of the ball, everything ordinary. Then suddenly all the lights flickered. The gym went dark for 3 seconds. When they came back on, the PA system made a static hiss. Then, a deep voice came through, "Do not leave the building." Coach Miller thought it was a prank. He ran to the office, but the hall lights were dead. The phones didn't work. The main doors were sealed tight, not just locked, but magnetically jammed. The players started to panic. Then they heard it. Bang! Someone hit the outside of the gym door hard, then again. The noise echoed through the empty halls. "Who's there?" the coach yelled. No answer. Only another bang, louder this time. They pushed benches against the doors. Everyone backed away. Then something started scraping across the doors, like metal claws dragging slowly down the surface. One of the players began crying quietly. When the police finally arrived 20 minutes later, the doors opened easily. No sign of forced entry, no damage, nothing. But the weirdest part? The security cameras showed everyone in the gym reacting to the bangs and the scraping sound, but on the video, the doors never moved. There was no one there, not even a shadow. The incident was written off as a technical malfunction. But that same night, the janitor swore he saw footprints in the snow leading to the gym doors, barefoot prints. They stopped halfway across the parking lot, as if whoever made them just vanished into the snow. The third story happened in 2019, in a quiet suburb of Florida, at Maple Grove Middle School. A girl named Claire still remembers it like a nightmare she can't wake up from. It was during third period English. The class was reading silently when the intercom went off. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Everyone ducked under their desks. The teacher, Mrs. Ellis, locked the door and turned off the lights. The classroom fell into an eerie, muffled silence. Claire's phone buzzed, a message from her mom. "There's someone outside the school, don't move." Her heart pounded. She could hear her classmates whispering prayers, trying not to cry. Then came a faint knock on the classroom door, 3 times, soft, slow. Mrs. Ellis froze. "Stay quiet," she mouthed. Another knock, then a voice, calm, low. "This is Officer Daniels. Everything's safe. Open up." But Mrs. Ellis didn't move. She whispered, "If it's the police, they'll give the code." Every teacher knew the district's emergency password system. "What's the code?" she called softly. Silence. Then the voice again, more impatient now. "It's okay. You can open the door." Mrs. Ellis didn't answer. The doorknob rattled gently. Claire covered her mouth, shaking. Then, the sound of fingernails dragging slowly down the door. The scraping went on and on, until it stopped suddenly. Minutes later, real police officers arrived and cleared the building. When Mrs. Ellis asked if Officer Daniels was with them, they said no one by that name worked there. And when they checked the camera feed, the hallway outside the classroom showed nothing, just the door. No one standing there. Claire said she could still hear the dragging sound at night sometimes, in her dreams. Lockdowns are supposed to make schools feel safe. But sometimes when the lights go out and the halls fall silent, something else walks those corridors. Something that doesn't belong there. Something that's been waiting for everyone to hide. Thank you for watching Shdows Secrit. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more terrifying stories from the shadows.